I'm sorry about your father, but he was already fused with Vatu. I couldn't save him.
It seems Cousin Korra is under the impression we are saddened by our father's demise.
But I will not miss him at all. In the end, he became a deplorable man.
Agreed. But how will we explain this to Mother?
The War of the Water Tribes is over. Unalaq has been defeated, and the Northern Fleet is returning home. The Water Tribes will always be allies. But the Southern Tribe is now independent, and the Southern Council of Elders has appointed my father, Tonraq, to be your new chief. I've realized that even though we should learn from those who came before us, we must also forge our own path. So that is why I've decided to keep the portals open. Humans can now physically enter the spirit world, and spirits will be free to roam our world. I will no longer be the bridge. Humans and spirits must learn to live together. My mission will always be to use Rava's light spirit to guide the world toward peace and balance. Harmonic convergence has caused a shift in the planet's energy. I can feel it. Things will never be the same again. We are entering a new age.
I guess I am as good as I thought.
This is your commanding officer. Go get your dad now.
Yes, sir.
And Sue, I'm sorry for all the anguish I've caused you and your family.
You're going to answer for everything you've done.
Really? Then perhaps you could explain why there's a Fire Nation insignia on your construction project.
You saved my life after everything I did to you. I guess I see a lot of myself in you. We are nothing alike. Yes, we are. We're both fierce and determined to succeed, sometimes without thinking things through. This wasn't how I wanted things to end. If you had all just surrendered, none of this would have happened. You brought this on yourself. Messing with the spirit vines, acting like a dictator over your people. You had to know what you were doing wasn't right. I was trying to help my people. Sue turned her back on the Earth Kingdom. You were gone. I had to do something. I think I get it now. You don't understand anything about me. I do. Sue told me how she took you in when you were younger. It must have been so hard being an orphan. Don't pretend you know what it felt like. The Avatar is adored by millions. I was cast aside by my own parents like I meant nothing to them. How could I just stand by and watch the same thing happen to my nation when it needed someone to guide it? You wanted to create a place where you and your people would never be vulnerable again. I may not have been an orphan, but believe me, I understand what it feels like to be afraid. After I was poisoned, I would have done anything to feel in control.
The scar's fake. The Avatar was telling the truth. Shortly after we found out you were the Avatar, Zahir and 3 others attempted to kidnap you. Luckily, your father, Lord Zuko, Chief Sokka, and I were there to stop them. We apprehended the criminals and locked them away in prisons designed to impair their abilities.
So that's why you and my dad sheltered me away.
It was for your own safety.
Why were they trying to kidnap Korra?
We spent 13 years interrogating them, but they never broke. Did they?
I know that none of you chose to become airbenders. But now you do have a choice. We can relocate you somewhere safe, or you can come with me to the Northern Air Temple to live in peace and train as air nomads. You are no longer anyone's property. What path you decide is up to you.
You know, before I built this city, there was nothing here. I wanted to make my mark on the world.
It's amazing. Thank you for being so welcoming. And I'm sorry for how Lynn's been acting. Can I ask, what happened with you two?
It's complicated. We didn't have a normal childhood. Neither of us knew our fathers, and Toph was always busy being chief of police. Because Mom grew up in such a strict house, she gave us all the freedom in the world, hoping we'd figure out our own paths.
That sounds like a good thing.
And in a way it was. But we both ended up fighting for Mom's attention. Lynn followed in her footsteps and became a cop. I was more of a rebel. Mom wasn't too happy with how either of us turned out. When I was 16, I left home to explore the world. I sailed the seas on a pirate ship, joined a traveling circus for a while, and lived in a sandbender commune in the desert. It took me a while, but I finally realized what I was looking for was a family. So I bought this plot of land, found a brilliant architect who later became my husband, and created a place I could truly call home.
It sounds like you've created the perfect life here.
Almost. I've always wanted Lynn to be a part of it, but I gave up hope long ago of her ever coming around.
Sue, what are you doing home?
Wow, you almost look like a real cop.
You're supposed to be in school.
Oh no, are you going to tell Mom? It's not like she's going to care.
Where'd you get all that stuff?
I fell off the back of a truck.
What are you doing hanging out with these losers?
They're my friends, and you have no right to call them that. Come on, guys, let's get out of here.
Sue, stop.
Get your hands off of me.
You have so much potential. You're ruining your life.
At least I have a life.
All units, robbery reported on the corner of 5th and Harbor. Suspect's vehicle headed south on Howell Boulevard. Units responding identify.
Unit 3 responding. So you're robbing stores with the Terra Triad now?
I didn't steal anything. I just drove the car. I owed my friends a favor. It's not a big deal.
I'm not letting you get away with this.
Oh, what are you going to do, officer? Arrest me?
Don't even think about taking one more step!
What were you thinking? And what were you thinking? You two have put me in an impossible position.
You're mad at me? She's the one who was running around with criminals.
This is all your fault.
I was doing my job.
All right, enough. Here's what we're going to do. Sue, you need to leave the city as soon as possible.
What? Where am I supposed to go?
You'll go stay with your grandparents. Lynn, give me the arrest report.
Mom, what are you doing? You can't cover this up. There were witnesses.
I'm the chief of police. I can't have a daughter in jail.
So once again, Sue gets to do whatever she wants, and there are no consequences.
This is our only option.
You're the one who hasn't changed. You're still a bitter loner who only cares about herself. No wonder Tenzin ended things with you years ago.
Kaiser was the one who betrayed us. He was lying about the guard.
What? No.
We confronted him and he bolted through here. The here got in and out. Aiwei was the traitor.
I trusted him.
What did you find?
We located the end of the tunnel, but there's no sign of him. Just some fresh tire tracks.
He had an escape plan all ready to go.
I trusted him with my life. I thought we were family, but it was all a lie.
I have an airship on the roof.
We can't. Grandma won't go.
This place is my whole world. I will not leave. Oh, but I'm so glad my little beau Lynn has come back to visit. Sit down. Would you like some tea?
Grandma, we don't have time for tea.
Mom, please.
No, I can't abandon the place where I raised my family. It's my home.
Grandma, there's one thing that Mako and I have learned from all our years on the street. It doesn't matter where you go. If you have your family with you, you'll always be at home.
I'm not going.
Fine. You leave me no choice. We're rolling out!
Wait! Okay, let's go.
Today, we welcome the first airbending master in a generation, and I couldn't be more proud of my daughter. When the existence of our people was threatened, when the Avatar's life hung in the balance, Jinora never gave up hope. Thanks to her leadership, I see a very bright future for the Air Nation. Of course, there would be no Air Nation without Avatar Korra. She opened the portals and somehow the world began anew for us. And she was even willing to lay down her own life in order to protect ours. There's no way we can ever repay her for all she's done. But we can follow her example of service and sacrifice. So while she recuperates, the Air Nation will reclaim its nomadic roots and roam the earth. But unlike our ancestors, we will serve people of all nations, working wherever there is corruption and discord to restore balance and peace. Avatar Korra, I vow that we will do everything in our power to follow in your footsteps and bring harmony to the world. Now, let us anoint the Master who will help lead us in our new path.
Let's not linger on the fact that I grew up without a dad. No need to get all touchy-feely about it. Just one of those things, right?
Hey, I forgave you for all your garbage a long time ago, and Sue and I worked things out. You're the only one who wants to hold on to this family drama nonsense for the rest of your life.
Forgave me for what? And not knowing my dad is nonsense to you? It was pretty important to me, and until now you would never even discuss it. You know, after Sue and I patched things up, I thought, maybe I should try to reach out to Mom. But now that we're together again, I remember why we stopped talking. You make me furious, and you don't even know why. And when I tell you, you don't care. Once we save Sue, you and I are finished.
You're a monster. I regret nothing. You give metal benders a bad